So are there any restrictions on what numbers we can put in for x? In other words, is there any restrictions on the domain? Well, if you look at this, you can't take the square root of a negative number, and therefore, in this particular case, the x values can't be negative. So you can't input a negative number. There's a restriction. Here, is there any restrictions on what you can put in for x on the top? No. But on the bottom, notice that the denominator of a fraction can't be 0. You can't divide by 0. And therefore, we've got to think what value of x would make the denominator equal to 0. Well, it's not x equals to 0. If x was 0, the denominator would be negative 4, and that's okay. But if you think about it, the x values that make the denominator 0 are 2 and negative 2, because 2 squared is 4, and 4 minus 4 is 0. And also negative 2 squared is also positive 4, and 4 minus 4 is 0. Okay, so x can't be 2 or negative 2. This case, it said that the x value is the grams of fat in a sandwich. And because of that real-world application for this, we can't have x values being negative. So x value has to be greater than or equal to 0, because negative calories doesn't make any sense. And in this case, the x value is the number of points earned by a student on a 24-point quiz. And this is the way to calculate the score. But since it's a 24-point quiz, you can't have anything less than 0. That would be at negative points. And you apparently can't have anything greater than 24. It doesn't say anything about extra credit. So I said that the x value has to be between 0 and 24. And you might even add that it might have to be integers depending on whether the teacher gives, fractions of a point or not. But certainly it's got to be between 0 and 24.